Ugh, I'll probably look a bit strange because I just woke up. I was just thinking, some people may have a question, should you use, when you've got a solar system, should you use 12 volt or should you use mains? Realistically, it's best to use 12 volt as much as possible, because with your mains, you gain the advantage of being able to have longer power cords with mains, but these inverters are, 90% efficient, sometimes only 85% efficient, and you're basically losing that power. Of course, it's more convenient to have mains because you probably already own a lot of stuff that's already running on mains, and when you buy a lot of stuff, it already has the ability to run at mains, because most stuff's built for mains. Having said that, there's a multitude of 12 volt stuff, and of course there's a lot of things now that charge from a USB plug, including almost every mobile phone in this country. They had a law they were going to bring out that by 2012 that all phones would use the same charger, because they basically said there's too many different chargers and different things that are ending up getting thrown out. So to eliminate that, we should make a universal charger for mobile phones, and basically that's just become charged off a USB plug, as does my high quality camera. But that's only sort of the newer phones. But as for me, what do? Well, believe it or not, almost everything I use is mains power anyway, except for during the winter I turn off the inverter and only run it once a week to charge up the hot water system, and then I use 12 volt LED lights. This is all in an effort to save power because of the lack of sunlight. There is one other thing I use, and that is a AA, or you may have heard of them as UM3 battery charger. They're just, little batteries. I've got 4 of those that goes in the bottom of the LED lantern. This little charger is designed for a car cigarette lighter, and that charges 2 at once. That's what I charge the LED lamps batteries with. So I use that 12 volt thing. I don't have a mains one. And on occasion I'll use the car charger for my mobile phone to charge my mobile phone midweek, but that's only usually during the winter. Generally speaking, I use the mains charger, which is always plugged in anyway. But yeah, so one of the other things is, if you have high draw devices, and this is particularly the case with building them into cars, when you turn the key and your starter motor starts cranking, your inverter will beep that the batteries are too low. That's because of the massive draw taken by the starter motor. The surge taken by the startup of a fridge compressor is also why I encourage you to have a separate thing, like a separate circuit and panel for the fridge, if you use a fridge, because it may cause lights to blink a little bit. It may worry the inverter a touch. It probably won't worry the inverter in regards to low voltage, but you may make your LED lights blink or whatever. And it's a bit harsh on everything else that's on the system if you've got a not so greatly built compressor fridge, like a very cheap 12 volt compressor fridge, because it's liable to cause everything to blink with the massive startup surge it has. So that's one of the reasons I encourage those to be run on a separate circuit. But yeah, it's